What's good, y'all? I'm Bucky. You can just call me Buck. But today we're going to be reacting to a video titled Mexican Chud the Builder Found Out the Hard Way by Omizi. Now, if you don't know who Chud the Builder is, he's a streamer that pretty much gained a lot of his notoriety from walking into like black neighborhoods and calling people the N-word and recording on stream, right? He's created a situation where there's a lot of followers based on his, for lack of a better word, success. And they're trying to follow in his footsteps and kind of do the same thing. So Omizi's gonna break that down, but a lot of people that watch my channel don't subscribe. I'd appreciate it if you can click that sub button. Other than that, let's get into the video. I'ma hold it down. No, I'm good for that. This shit feel like home. I ain't never going back.
You're a black. I feel like you're gonna shoot me, honestly. You're probably gonna kill me or fear me. That's what black people do.
Here we go again. In order for you to become
is this like the method? Like, real talk, is this like the new method, bro? Like, you know how like the method used to be like just like posting other people's shit on some like the plug channel thing. Then the method was like TikTok. And the method was faceless videos or whatever. Is this the god damn, a fucking fly in my face, dog. But is this the method, bro? Just be racist in public? I don't know, man. This might be the method.
on social media, you have to do a lot of copying and trend jacking of other people who have already been successful in the social media game. If I had to start over and wanted to become popular today, I might follow the Mr. Beast formula, or I might follow the Kai Cenat formula. Well, after months of successful clips, views, viral moments, etc., it seems as though people are now copying the Chud the Builder formula. This guy being dubbed as the Mexican Chud the Builder.
So my question's answered. Chud the Builder is the method. Yo, nah, that's bullshit, dog. Hell method.
It seems as though people are now copying the Chud the Builder formula. This guy, being dubbed as the Mexican Chud the Builder, has totally copied Dalton Etherly's formula as a way to become successful, but is realizing that results may vary. Already, he's been beaten up, robbed, confronted by police. He's already getting hate farmed, and of course, people.
If this the same bull, bro, I did see on X somebody got their shit creased for being racist, and then he like moved to LA. I forgot what original like place they were in, but he ended up going to LA to do the same thing. But somebody iced him out.
Tagging him left, right, and center on the internet. And I would say that he needs to be watching Chud the Builder's pathway to realize that this is not the best course of action to go through for a content creator. But I'm gonna be quite honest with you, there is a whole different issue that he is going to be facing, and we've got to talk about it. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. I think we're at 183 or 4,000 subscribers. I promise you, we're almost there to 200,000. Be on the train now, or the ticket will be high.
Oh, Omar, I remember when you were a baby, man.
Later. Now, back into the video. Oftentimes, when we talk about content creation, we mention this thing called one-up culture. One-up culture is essentially when somebody sees something that has worked in a space or in a niche and decides that, hey, the way for me to become successful, the way for me to become popular is by taking what this person did and bringing it to the next level. For what it's worth, I think Chud the Builder was a one-up of other content creators that we've seen in the past, the street interview guys mixed with the red pill edgelord free speech guys. And ultimately, his platform and formula did work. He got a ton of views off of it. He got a bunch of conversations surrounding him, for better or for worse. But you see, Chud the Builder was primarily
such a chud.
Black people. Mexican Chud the Builder has said to himself, you know what? I'm gonna take it to a whole different.
Whoa! Nigga, eye falling. This motherfucker eye falling out. He got it rough. Hold up. Hold up.
Black people. Mexican Chud the Builder has said to himself, you know what? I'm gonna take.
I think this is the same. Nah, it was another chop bull, but look at his eye, bruh. Shit look like these. That shit crazy. It's cooked in.
To a whole different level. He put himself in a narrow scope. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna open up my criticism, my hate, and my critique to anybody and everybody. I'm gonna be an equal opportunist bigot.
Fucking ve pa atrás pa de donde sean. Like, leave America. Bye.
Addy OD.
Hey, yo.
BKA Mexican Chud the Builder has even ditched the whole free speech persona attempt. He's just out here antagonizing people for the sake of antagonizing people. There's no rhyme, there's no reason, other than if I'm out here being a super duper edgelord IRL, I should be able to produce a bunch of views. But you see, Addy O, aka Mexican Chud the Builder, didn't just wake up deciding that he wanted to be this intolerant, bigoted, harassing type of content creator. If you look at his old stuff, he's been trying to make content creation work for years. Ultimately, Kick was just the first platform.
Okay. 8 years ago. Is that 8? That's an 8. I don't got my glasses. Or is that a 3? Well, I do got my glasses. This shit look weird on my screen. I think that's 3.
Really give him any sort of attention. Addy OD, aka Mexican Chud the Builder. I'm gonna stop saying his real name. I'm just calling Mexican Chud the Builder. Mexican Chud the Builder is no different than your average content creator in the space. If you look at his YouTube channel, it looks like a normal creator. You know, Fortnite videos, reaction videos, nothing out of the ordinary. He tried his hand at becoming some sort of SoundCloud artist / SoundCloud rapper, and ultimately there was no traction. I listened to some of the music, and it is dog doo-doo garbage.
Hold on, this nigga listen to that shit. So he's like 1 of 27 views.
Makes sense why that's the case. Oh, that music was so bad, it almost makes me want him to continue down this path. At least he's getting some sort of traction and will ultimately lead to a quicker demise than attempting to be some sort of rapper or artist that sounds that ass. So the YouTube doesn't blow and the SoundCloud doesn't blow. And as a creator with his back against the wall, Addy ADOD Mexican Chud the Builder decided, hey, I'm gonna do what's best for me. I see these other people in this space on a platform that is incentivizing streaming more and more hours and outrageous content, and I'm gonna go over this. This is introducing the kick problem of it all. Even though he only has about 600 to 700 followers on his Kick page, the reason why he is doing numbers and the reason why he is the topic of today is because that the algorithm for Kick is outrageousness. They are pushing this content creator to the forefront because he is doing the most insane things in the world. So ultimately, he's just following the formula and the blueprint that the platform had laid out for people. Hey, you do something outrageous, you harass somebody in LA, it's gonna get clipped, it's gonna be on TikTok, it's gonna be on
Yo, he about to get creased.
It's gonna be on YouTube videos. It's gonna be everywhere. And ultimately, you'll become more famous for it. The reason why he did this change is because the strategy on YouTube didn't work. There's more effort, energy, and more content creators who are competent that are ultimately gonna drown out this whole content. It didn't work on SoundCloud because even though the threshold and quality for rap / music has gone down over the past few years, it has not gotten to hell, which is where Mexican Chud the Builder's rap career was. But on a
I ain't gonna lie. After this, I'm going to this nigga SoundCloud. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, nah, bruh.
Form that rewards the most insane behavior and honestly trashy content. It's easy to make your face and name known on a platform like Kick, especially after you had just seen somebody like Chud the Builder go viral for the exact same things. So after a long, and I do mean arduous, journey of being a content creator, Mexican Chud the Builder finally got what he wanted. He's now chosen this strategy and it's working for him well. He's getting the clips, he's getting the views, he's getting the attention, but he's now also getting the revelation of what does come with said attention.
Can't be saying stuff like that. That's completely inappropriate. Wait, ask me if I give a first. Bro, you know we're in Texas. I can stand my ground, right? You know who Chud the Builder is?
Oh, Mexican Chud the
Oh, he's a dick rider. You know who Chud the Builder is? Yo, anybody that's their pull, you know who Chud the Builder is? That's supposed to be a big homie, bro. You about to get off for somebody you don't know. Like, dick riding, bro. He's always on that bike, man. It's like, bro, you're always on that bike, bro. Why you on that bike, man? Get off that man bike.
Do you know who Chud the Builder is? As somebody who is one of the forefront leaders in covering Chud the Builder on social media, I know how this is going to end. And you guys know how this is going to end because you've been following along the journey. But it seems as though Mexican Chud the Builder doesn't know how this is going to end. Him saying that to a Samaritan in the streets just trying to protect him is literally letting me know that he is looking at the views aspect over everything and doesn't care about the ramifications. What he's not realizing is that towards the end of the Chud the Builder saga, before he started seeing jail time and getting arrested, before the infamous situation outside of the courthouse, Chud the Builder was facing a ton, and I do mean a ton of backlash and a ton of pressing. And just like Mexican Chud the Builder is trying to speed run his way to a Chud the Builder-esque career, the fans and citizens of this town in Texas in which he is inhabiting and harassing are also doing the same thing. They aren't waiting this long runway to finally start to press Mexican Chud the Builder on all of his shenanigans and his antics, but ultimately they are pushing back fast.
Oh, you trying to fight? I'm not trying to fight. My glasses. Shut up.
This is the clip I seen. This is the clip I seen, bro. Yo, all I'm gonna say is, yo, this is the clip I seen, bro. You heard him say, "I'm not trying to fight." You trying to fight? I'm not trying to fight. Those are saxophones. He doesn't even know.
Shut up. I don't. Bro, chill, bro, chill.
Bink, bink, bink.
Chill, bro. Can I make you beat?
bro.
What took
His
Dalton
shit
E3,
cooked.
aka Chud the Builder, months for people to build up the courage to do, Mexican Chud the Builder is running into this problem within days of him attempting this.
So I don't agree with what Chud is doing by no stance at all. But the reason people didn't run down on Chud is because he had that thing on him, bro. Chud had that fire on him, bro. That was the reason. This nigga, I don't know if he walk around without grip or anything, but Chud had that blick on him, bro.
So far, he's already been whooped while doing content. He's been robbed while doing content. This is the problem with making this type of content. Where while you think that this is just content for content's sake, everybody is not playing with you.
Nobody.
Everybody is not willing to be a part of this act. And I don't think losing your life or facing any sort of bodily harm is worth the views that you may or may not make in the
Not at
long
all.
run. But one of the things that this guy doesn't realize, and I'm just gonna keep it straight up honest with you, Chud the Builder is a white man who, for what it's worth, is also bigger and looks like he lifts some weights.
On top of that, so like white, a little bigger, like a little brolic, and he got that fire. That's what it is, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's the first. He white, and he got that fire on him, bro. That's all it is. Niggas ain't trying to get shot. They ain't got time for that. They ain't got time for that, bro.
A shorter, I'm not gonna say dark skinned, but darker skinned Hispanic man. And ultimately, the amount of leeway that Chud the Builder is going to get is different than what this guy is going to get. To be honest with you, I looked at pictures and videos of Mexican Chud the Builder. He looks extremely pressable. And if he's doing this to try to appease some sort of audience out there, I don't think that he's going to, you know, get the same welcome greeting that Chud the Builder, the person who is his inspiration, got. Especially because he's not covering this under the guise of free speech or anything like that. What's stupid also is that he didn't even let the whole Chud the Builder situation play out before he decided to go down this path. In reality, he could get worse outcomes than what Chud the Builder got because he's not letting that story play out to realize, hey, what is the furthest extent that can happen to somebody who puts themselves in these situations? But after multiple pushes backs from different people walking on the street that he's trying to harass, it looks as though Mexican Chud the Builder is, you know, trying to do a new thing. He's quickly learned in real time that this isn't a good way to go about doing content, and he's already looking for a pivot opportunity while hiding out in California.
These clips are going viral and it's no good, bro. I saw the fucking threads. Dude, people are fucking calling for my death. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what do you expect, buddy?
Up in LA, I had to run, bro. I had to run from Austin. I had to hide, guys, because I'm scared. Mexican Chud the Builder, that's what they're saying, bro. I'm trending right now, bro. I do gotta switch it up, and that's just for my longevity.
Yeah, I can hear the worried in his voice, to be quite honest with you. It's pretty clear. It's pretty abundant.
Bro, all I hear, bro. I do gotta switch it up, man. Yeah, man, for my safety, for my longevity. All I mean is he get smoked, bro. That's all he hear, man.
Or Adiod or whatever his name is wanted to go viral. He wanted to be known in the space. He wanted to be somebody who is an influencer. That's why he started a social media page on YouTube. That's why he started the SoundCloud era of his content. But ultimately those things didn't work. And so he pivoted to a format that he knew would work. Hell, he told the guy sitting outside of the bar in Texas that it would work. He chose the Mexican Chud the Builder path. And ultimately it happened for him, right? He's gotten the fame. He's gotten the notoriety. It may not have, you know, resulted in the dollars and cents that he's wanted so far, because I don't know how much you're producing with only 772 followers, but at least people are talking about it. But to couple along with that, he's getting beaten, he's getting robbed, he's getting confronted by the police. He's already deciding that, hey, maybe this isn't a lifestyle that I can live and I need to be looking to change my content. But this is the problem with the whole Chud the Builder formula of it all. I think if you look at any other creator and creators that inspired other creators, you can see that people have started in a lane and then have pivoted into some other sorts of content.
Yeah, and this is like, he probably gonna say the same shit, but this is not something you can really pivot from. Imagine, right? You making all of this content, being edgy, being racist. Who do you think are gonna follow you, right? It's gonna be a bunch of edgy racists looking for like drama, right? Then you're gonna pivot and start playing Fortnite or something, or just being a chill streamer or whatever. It's not the same allure, bro. They just not going to support you. It's no real pivot. It's no real pivot, bro. It's not really anything you can do. Because you're a grown-ass man. It's not like you're a kid and your supporters are kids and you guys grow and change. It's like, no, nigga, you finna look like a sellout. Most of what you thought you believed.
Popular streamers that we see today have started into 2K and made what seemed to be an easy pivot into something that's more lifestyle. Tyson has started off
easy pivot. I ain't gonna lie. This is Hakeem, bro. This is Hakeem Olajuwon. It's Agent. It's obviously Agent Zero. but I think he's like the best pivoter I've seen in like since I've been watching content. I didn't seen this nigga do everything, bro. He's the GOAT.
A prank YouTuber and has now become the storyteller and creator that he is today. Those pathways have easy pivots. And hell, you've even seen some outrageous content creators in the past, like a Neon and like a I Show Speed, you know, feel what you feel about them, pivot from their type of content.
See, they're the prime example of what I was talking about though. They were kids. Like Neon, in my other video I was saying, Neon does a whole bunch of like he used to do a whole bunch of like anti-black shit, bro. We don't rock with that. But he was also young. Like I said, I'm not shooting Bell. But he was young, like obviously, and his content has taken like a bit of a change, and people are respecting him a little bit more. He's a lot more respectful. Speed, on the other hand, he was young, or on the same hand. No, it's another hand. It's a different hand. Speed was just like very immature. Like I think when he got banned on Twitch, it was like I can't even say the word, but it was some crazy shit with Ash Cash. But he was just young. And then as he got older, his like fan base and community grew with him, and now he's like one of the biggest streamers in the world. Same with Neon, not on Speed's level, but same shit. Like their fan base grew with them because they were kids.
They did in the past. But there's a difference when you're talking about this Chud the Builder formula. Going out there and antagonizing people with racial epithets, slurs, and otherwise is not something that is pivot outable, especially when the tolerance for that type of content is so low. I mean, this is just a bad, ignorant, and bigoted way to say that, hey, I'm gonna go viral and then pivot into something bigger and better so that I can be a traditional content creator. I will acknowledge that if this guy has already made a change, whether or not he becomes popular in social media content creation, this is still for the better, because ultimately the pathway that he was going down is leaving these content creators behind bars and facing charges for attempted murder. So kudos to you if you really have changed, Mexican Chud the Builder, Adio, or whatever your name is, because this could only lead into possible situations, in my opinion. You could either end up being unalive based off of your attempts at making this content, or you could end up in jail based off of this content. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you, being the Hispanic streamer that you are, nobody would have really given a shit. People wouldn't have gone up for you. And
like you said, niggas wouldn't care. Damn, easy. That's tough. But yeah, I mean, it's not much to say. Like, he's ass, bro. He's walking around trying to gain notoriety from like being offensive to people. It's a method. All right, it's a method. It's a fast way to like a demise too, bro. Like, you're not just gonna get success off of that. I mean, even look at somebody like Andrew Tate, bro. Andrew Tate, he was doing all types of offensive content. Come to find out, that nigga's creep. All right. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you haven't already, click that sub button and that like. And I'm out of here.